morning, me and Bradley are going to Rock State Park. So Rock State Park, if you don't know, is a large rock outcrop down in Maryland, in Jarrettsville. Basically, the outcrop goes out into like a valley, and it's suspected that Native Americans used to go up there. They call it the King and Queen Seat, and they would do just like ceremonies and gatherings. But I looked this up last night, and that's not true. Apparently that was made up in a folk tale, and those are not true. There is actually archaeology people who went up there and figured all this out. And I don't know all the details, but apparently that's not true. So I figured I'd document the journey for the valley, and we'll see what happens and what we may find. And I think we're also going to go to Kilgore Falls just for the giggles of it all. And maybe a couple other hiking trails if that's not long enough through our day. So I will update when Mr. Brody is in the car. So I kind of forgot to film anything with Bradley. So what you get's what you get. Hope you enjoy our day. I'll update at the end. So what you just watched was taken by my nephew Bradley. It's the ending of me going down a cliff. I wish he got up there sooner to get a video of it, but it's okay. It's me unhooking from the rope and walking away with the guy that I like to call Blue Shirt Guy, which in the next part you will see in pictures going down the same route I had just taken, basically rappelling off the side of this cliff. What happened was, I was just up there. I climbed down from where Bradley was sitting. We were sitting up on these rocks. It's a large rock formation. And basically, I climbed down, getting ready to head towards the main peak. And as I'm walking, an older gentleman, stopped me, and he said, "Well, I really like your patches." And I was like, "Oh, thank you. I have patches on my backpack." And he struck up a conversation, asked me my background, all that. And I just kind of explained to him I'm just a guy. And he was really excited. And basically, he was like, just kind of talking to me, just basic talking, and somehow I asked him about climbing. He gave me a business card. They do climbing all the time, and I asked him, how they got into it. They're all ex-military, so he's like, we all kind of used to do this pretty often, and we just come out and we just hang out and do it. And they're like, at least in their 70s. And I was like, well, that's really neat. So I get ready to walk away to head towards the peak, like I was gonna do, and he stops me, and he goes, "Hey, how about you go down?" I was like, "No, I just got done telling my nephew about that." But I was deep down thinking that, but I wasn't going to say it because missed opportunity. You only live once. You might as well do some cool stuff. So I was like, all right. Yeah, why not? Heck yeah. I'm not saying no. So, hooks me up, puts the ropes around my waist, gave me gloves so I could ride the rope and go down. And I'll never forget it, my nephew's face as he peeked over the rock after I just got done telling him that I would never do that. And I could just see his eyes. Huge. Like, I wish I got a picture of him. And he's like, "Hunt, what are you doing?" I could see it. It was great. But basically, he went back up then to try to film it, but I was already down at that point because I was wasting no time sitting on a 190-foot drop, whatever it is. I was not wasting any time. No. But went really well. They taught me how to do it, and it was a really cool experience. A special thank you to them for making that happen. I will 100% probably do that in the future too because it was pretty neat, and I can't say I didn't enjoy it because it was really fun. And for the first time in my life, I actually wasn't scared of heights. Like, I usually have a fear of heights, but this time not really. And it was really weird because this is probably the highest thing I've ever done like that, going down and all that. Like, I've done stuff at work pretty high, but heights don't really bother me anymore as they did as a kid. But, like, I definitely didn't want to fall off that, but it was really cool. Really good experience. So thank you to those guys. Here is the after effect of us walking down the hill and me asking Bradley about what I just did, as well as some of the pictures from said event leading up to me going down. Brad, what did I just do?
Stupid stuff.
Tell me what I did, Brad.
Stupid stuff.
Explain it.
No.
Where did you find your uncle just now?
On the side of the cliff.
Doing what?
What else would you be doing on the side of the cliff?
I rappelled down the side of a cliff, Bradley. Isn't that cool?
No.
What do you think of that, Brad?
Hi. Well, that place over there looks pretty cool.
Okay, so that brings us to our last two items. So Kilgore Falls, which is a waterfall also in Jarrettsville. It's about 12 minutes away-ish from the King and Queen's Chairs, also the Rock State Park's main area. It's also part of Rock State Park. And the fun part is it is the second largest waterfall in all of Maryland, which I did not know. I thought that was really interesting. Also, a little fun fact about Rock State Park, it is 190 feet at the peak up in the air. So, pretty big, pretty high up there, pretty cool. And then me and Bradley, after lunch at Kate's Restaurant, which is my brother's fiance, we went ahead and looked up some stuff to do, and I found Wind Cave. Now, there's a lot of caves all across PA, if you didn't know. Some are tourist destinations, some are for like hardcore spelunking. We just went to this cave, and apparently it's pretty hardcore spelunking. So we went a little bit into it and looked around the outside, but we didn't do too much there because we don't have helmets and lights and all that fancy stuff. But it did look really cool, and I'd be interested in going back there in the future, like if I actually had the proper stuff and knew what I was doing. But we went a little bit into it, and then there was some teenagers smoking weed, so we bounced, we went. But there's some clips of that, and I'm gonna share those here in a second. So, what do you think? It's been a long day. What do you say, Brad? Don't bring me into this. It's been a long one, though. I mean, there's a massive cave system right below us. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this, especially when there's holes. So you're telling me there is a dog up there that is just beating around the bush. So, it's the next day. I forgot to film the outro for this. But, all in all, really good day. We got to do a lot of fun stuff. Learned a lot of the local area. I didn't know there was all these things, and there's so much more to do. So I'm really excited. I think I'm gonna make this like a thing I can go do on weekends and stuff. You know, go exploring. And I'll post it here and post updates so family can watch. I think that's really neat. Cause I'm running out of news stories. The track hasn't moved. For anybody wondering, the track has not moved. The track is still there. There's no story about the track other than the track broke off the skid steer. It's a piece of machinery, and it's just been in my yard since. And I don't know if it's ever leaving, but it's a decoration now. But that's the track. So special thank you to the old guys that were in the military for making cool things happen. Special thank you to Bradley for tagging along. And that's about it. Thank you for friends and family who are watching and whoever else tags along on the journey. And I think I'm going to take a Luke the Crabber approach. I think I'm just going to take a bunch of clips from the week, and I'm just going to just gonna smash them together, and I'm just gonna make like a long video, and nobody has to watch it all, but for my own sake, you know, it makes editing a lot easier because I can just take everything, throw it into Drive, put it in, edit it all up, and then just send it out, and I'll be done. Because like making videos isn't really easy. It's taken me 2 days just to edit this one, and this was only like a couple hours of stuff. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do just a bunch of stuff for a week, edit it, and then just keep doing that. And I think family will like that. So that's all I got. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. And I guess I'll see you on the weekly update, which we were gonna call it, for now on. So thank you.